Hi, everybody. Welcome to my humble environment. Well, yeah. Welcome. Hard city raindrops. Anyway, I was acting drunk. Did it work? Probably not. Oh, I got a message. Hey, so today's video is going to be about a topic that I have recently been really trying to. I've made this video. Let's just put it this way. I've made this video several times. Okay, and depending on how this works, I may do it again. So this is a topic that I've been just dying to talk about because, as you guys know, the channel has hit 1,000 subscribers. Great, right? It was all fun and games, cool, but it's over. It's past. It's done. Okay, but like I said, I was going to start announcing it to friends and family because I've been keeping it a secret. I don't put it on. I don't put on Facebook. I don't really tell anybody about it that I know personally or anything like that. It's just, and there's a reason for that, and we'll get to it. And but oh, and by the way, the channel is monetized now, so that's great. It's really I mean, you're talking about 1 cent per video, not even. I mean, it's ridiculously. Don't quit your day job, Will. What's my name? Who knows? Anyway, sometimes I call myself Bill, but really I like to be called Will, but I refer to myself as Bill sometimes. And I don't even like that. When somebody's like Bill, I'm like, ugh, it's not my name, it's Will. I like to be called William more than Bill. Anyway, so self-doubt, right, is basically the topic here because it's like everybody refers to an alpha male as somebody, oh, you're just going around kick people's asses and this big brute tough guy, and or woman, a woman, an alpha female, and I knew one, and she worked at the workplace where I work. Her name is Rachel. I will not state her last name, but you want to talk about alpha female? This chick was that. I mean, she was that just an unbelievably successful girl, a woman. She's 37, 38, and she's just one. First of all, absolutely the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my life, by far. I mean, I say that to a lot of girls and whatever, but no, this girl is seriously hot. All right, no, she's just because and just the way she carries herself. It's alpha females are very hard girls to please and get, just to hang out with, just because if you're not confident, if you're not confident, just forget about it. It doesn't even have to be about money. If you're not a confident individual, if you're not doing what you're passionate about, if you're not going against the grain, if you're worried about what people are saying, if you're, one of those guys that's listening to your friends, 100%, I believe that your success and what you do in life is going to equal up to the people you are surrounding yourself around. You know what I'm saying? If you surround yourself around alcoholics, chances are you're going to be an alcoholic. If you surround yourself around people who smoke marijuana, chances are you're going to smoke marijuana. If you hang around people who are millionaires, chances are you're going to be a millionaire. It's just the way it works. If you're trying to be somebody that way, ambulance, nothing good. It's coming from an ambulance in Kensington, Philadelphia. Anyway, if you're trying to be something and do something in life, right now, I'm trying to build something. I'm trying to build this YouTube channel. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do things. So it's hard for me. It's very hard. I mean, it's not hard as to making the videos and that's work that I love. I'm a workaholic. Give me stuff. I'll do it. I don't care. Work does not scare me. Hard doesn't scare me. Mentally exhausting hard is what it boils down to when I think people refer to as doing YouTube is hard. Not to make this could be anything. You could be doing anything. You could be trying to start your own cheeseburger business. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying, when you're trying to do something and build something, and you're surrounding around people who are just doubting and doubt that anything could ever, you can never be a millionaire. Oh, you're not Donald Trump's son. Oh, you're not this, or you didn't inherit millions of dollars. You can never do it. It's never been more easy to make $1 million at this day and age, and you see it all the time. It's not like, yeah, I'm blue collar and I'm pretty much paycheck to paycheck guy, and that's an honest answer to you guys. I don't have a lot of money, so like, you know what I'm saying? And that's an honest thing that I could say to you guys. Like, I'm not, I struggle sometimes to make rent and car payments still, just like everybody else. You know what I mean? So, like, when I can buy a knife, and that's why you don't see a tons of videos on gear reviews, because I have to buy this stuff myself. So it's like, you know what I mean? I don't have different deals. I do have something coming soon, but it's I don't know what it is yet exactly, so we'll see. But it's difficult. So when you see these other YouTubers, like from me, you know what I mean? And you hear, like, these bigger YouTube channels, and they're just like, oh, it's so hard. I don't know what I would do if, I had to start today. And it's like, when I hear that, I'm just like, what? You just keep grinding. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care how hard it is. That does not scare me. And I think what they're trying to do is scare younger YouTubers and younger channels away from building. They don't want competition. And most people will believe it. They give up. And if I was going to give up, I would have gave up at 250 when I was really, like, at that point. And that was last summer. If you guys remember, I got disqualified from the police academy. And I stopped doing YouTube for the police academy. And then they brought up your YouTube in the interview. Which was, like, kind of, like, my fault at the same time. But at the same time, it really wasn't bad. It was just, I didn't get in for other reasons. Not because of the YouTube. But, to me, that was the point where I was just like, gonna be done. And I even said in the video, I was like, no more YouTube videos. I'm trying to do this police thing, whatever. I'll be back. I'll do videos later. I just got to be really careful what I post, what I talk about, and stuff like that. And, that was a realistic thing that had to happen. But when I got disqualified, I was just like, I'm at 200 subscribers or whatever it was. And I can't do this no more. There's no point. Nobody's watching. It's just whatever. And then, the girl thing happened, which made even things worse. So, like, people don't understand. Like, there's a lot that goes into someone to say that they're like, oh, I'm happy. I was not happy. You know what I mean? Like, shit was bad. You know what I mean? At that point. And it wasn't bad. Like, I was like, oh, poor and broken, I had to be on my, like, eating ramen noodles in a cup. But, like, mentally, it was bad for me. So, when you hear, and I got through it, you know what I mean? I was just like, whatever. You know what? What am I doing? I'm going to just lift weights like a madman again. I'm going to, I should have gave him a water as a bike cop. I usually when the bike cops come by, I usually toss them a water. But, I'm in here doing YouTube, so I'm on my lunch break right now. And that's the, like, everybody's sitting and eating lunch and enjoying lunch and watching news. I'm in the freaking car making a YouTube video so I can build something, you know what I mean? So I can entertain you guys, so I can give you guys motivation to keep going. You know what I mean? Like, people will have, even people here, like, where I work with, and they're like, there's certain guys I work with that are like, really like, dude, you're going to be huge. Like, this is crazy. I can't believe you got to 1,000. And, like, I appreciate that, but 1,000 is nothing. This is like, I had to literally brush that off my shoulders, like, because it's nothing. And it was hard to get past that for a few days. Like, I was just kind of like, oh my God, so excited. And then it's just like, all right, next. Because it's not done yet. It's nowhere close. I'm never going to be done. PewDiePie's at 64 million. I have a ways to go. You know what I mean? So, and this is not about money. I don't need this. I don't need money for this. You know what I mean? I need subscribers. I need to get what I teach, what I show, what I know, my knowledge, my motivational, my intensity, and those kind of things is what I sell to people, you know what I mean? And that is what differentiates this channel from anything else. And I've decided when I was going to post my my YouTube channel on like my social medias like Instagram and Facebook or Twitter or whatever else. And some of you are on those social media accounts of mine, like the Hard City one. I haven't been able to figure out. I got to get back on there and post some stuff. I've been off it for a while. But my personal one, which is WYLL_MOHR10. So Will _more 10. All right, that's my Instagram. Go follow me. I would love for tons of followers. I see these people and they have like 5,000 to 10,000 followers, and they're like just taking selfies. It's like, what are you doing? But hey, you know, people want to be a part of something so bad, and they just want to doubt. You know, they might like and say, but really they're just doubting. Everything they do is so doubtful. It's like people talk so much. And so I had to separate myself from that. And that was the only reason I was able to get through and break this $1,000 subscriber mark, because I was able to just not focus on what everybody else was doing and surround myself around people who were only successful and whatever success means to you, whether it's money, whether it's just having a dream job, whether it's just whatever it is, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be about money. And really, money isn't going to make you happy. I don't care. I mean, listen, to be honest with you guys, I grew up a very wealthy kid. My stepfather was rich. Talk about rich. This dude had millions of dollars. Millions. And this is not a lie. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, my stepfather. And so I grew up a kid who was surrounded by, you know, money and being able to have pretty much anything I wanted. But at the same time, I was taught hard work. And then at the same time, I had a father, my real father, my biological father, who was a Vietnam vet and who just was screws loose, you know what I mean? And just wasn't all there, and had addiction problems with heroin and methamphetamines and pot and alcohol and everything else, and cocaine and whatever, you name it, you know? That was my childhood. So it was that separation of both worlds that I got mixed into. And it was, I'm very thankful for it, because my father, when I was around my father, I was allowed to do whatever the hell I wanted. When I was around my mother and my stepfather, I got whatever I wanted, but you had to work for it. I remember I wanted the brand new Nike ice skates. I was a hockey player. I played ice hockey my whole life. And, I got all the best equipment and all the best stuff, but only if my grades were kept high, or, you know, I did the work, you know, put the work in. And that is what I was thankful for. It wasn't like I was a spoiled little brat. I beg and wanted something. No, it was, you know, it was a mixture in that. And then I go see my father for the summer, and it was just so humbling to see how broke he was and how he struggled with everything. And it was like, I was a young kid. I didn't realize what was going on, you know, until I was much older, like now, when I look back on it, and I'm like, my father's long passed away in 2003, God rest his soul, but, you know, I got taught a lot about, like, you know, just grow up quick. Like, I remember being in, like, high school, and people were, like, you know, talking about, like 10th grade, like, smoking marijuana, and I'd be like, yeah, I did that, like, 5 years ago with my dad, and I'd just be like, yeah, I don't know, I think, it's dumb. You're not going to really get anywhere doing that. And, you know, that was the mindset I had very young. So I kind of knew, you know, and not to say my dad wasn't like handing me joints. It was just around me. You know what I mean? So when I got a little bit older, he was. God, he passed away when I was 17, so I couldn't have been that older. But anyway, that was like my childhood. It was both. So, the video just fucking stopped. This was an unbelievably good video. Oh, it didn't stop. I thought it did. Somebody, oh my God, I was going to be so pissed. Guys, you have no idea. Like, I would have been smashing this window. Okay, anyway. But this video, I do have to end it. So, long story short, if you want to be successful and you want to be alpha or whatever, you mean alpha male, you don't beta male, whatever. Beta is always complain. They complain, you can't do it, you can't do this, you can't do that. Fake alpha males are the ones who present themselves as an alpha male. Like, you look on somebody's Instagram, some guy, I know him at the gym, he goes to the gym, and he puts on his profile, I'm an alpha male. I don't take no shit from no one. And blah, 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 blah. Like, dude, you're a clown. You're legit a clown. Nobody cares, and you're not an alpha male. If you have to tell people you're an alpha male, you are not an alpha male. You know, chest up, chin up, walk straight, and a little bit of swag. 90% of men don't even know how to walk right. It's like crazy. So, maybe we'll do a video on that. I don't know. But I'm just saying, guys, motivate yourselves and stay away from the negativity of these people who just think and will do whatever it takes to make you feel like you cannot make it to what you want to do in life. And that's bull. You can do whatever you want. You just have to separate. And I know it's hard because, like, some of these people may be your family members. Some of these people may be your best friends for 20, 30 years. You know what I mean? But these are the people who are going to distract you and make you not successful. They're gonna do whatever it takes just to be, you can't do it. I told you that was stupid. You need to just, go to work every day and punch your... And people, it's just crazy. So do you and do what you're going to do. Don't listen to anybody. Surround yourself around people who are like-minded. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it boils down to. Like, EDC people hang out with EDC people, but at the same time, you have to be, like, in that little ball of world. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying. I don't know how EDC gear got into this somehow. But what I mean is, like, hang out with like-minded people, because that is what is going to make you ultimately boost your successful level of chances. I don't know. Maybe I should take a motivational speech class. I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is what I just said. I'm not going to repeat it. But that was pretty much the story of my life I just told you. So, whatever. A lot of people could probably relate to that. I mean, what is it like? Everybody gets divorced in the early 2000s and even nowadays, So, my mother was a very hardworking woman and just wanted the best for me and my sister. So, my stepfather was a great man. He had his problems too, just like everybody else does. He was loaded with money, which he inherited mostly, but he knew the value of hard work, and he was very intelligent, first of all. So he owned a cable company, a local cable company, when I was a kid, and I wanted a bike. And the only way I was getting that bike, I wanted a bike because my brother got a bike, my stepbrother, his son. He came home with a brand new bike. Excuse me. Harrow. I never forget it. And I was like, how did you get the bike? I said, I've been going to work with Dad. And I'm like, oh, I want to come. I want to work. I want a bike. And that's pretty much how I work. I was 14 years old. And what we were doing was basically cleaning the top. I remember old cable boxes. Pop Vision Cable was the name of the company, or it was KBG or something like that. I don't know. Suburban Cable bought it out. Now it's Comcast. So you can just imagine that chunk of cash that I'm talking about here. I'm not talking about 100,000, 200,000. I'm talking about like 4 to 5 million more, even more. Like, you're talking big bucks here. Wealthy, rich, that's not. I don't know how much money he has now. I'm just saying. Like, then that cable company was worth a lot of money. So, anyways, plus they own a shopping center and Acme's and all kinds of other crap. But anyway, I was 14 and I was cleaning these freaking cable boxes off. And that's what we did. We cleaned the cable boxes off. We would prep the vans, the guys that had the vans, and they had these big towers with these stupid, you put them on the roof in a rainstorm. You got a freaking lightning. It's a lightning rod, pretty much. But yeah, we used to wipe the boxes down, WD-40, and and it was cool. It was just, that's what I did all summer long. I was 14 years old, and I bought a bike my first week. I made like $375 being a 14-year-old kid. And I bought that bike, a Mongoose Menace. It was chrome with lime green and yellow letters. Mongoose Menace. And it was the awesomest bike ever. And then this punk-ass kid stole it when I lived in Bensalem. And he stole it and spray painted it black. And then I found him in the bike a few years later. and he was getting his ass kicked by some bigger kid, and I pushed the bigger kid off him and saved his ass. How about that for karma? Anyway, that was years later in high school, though. I remember a lot of things. I don't know why. I just do. But, anyway, guys, that's it. And this is just a motivational kind of video to just stay out of those people who are just like, you can't do it. You're so dumb. Your EDC videos are dumb. Your backpack videos are dumb. Your rant videos are dumb. Your YouTube channel's dumb. You're dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. Oh, who's going to have the last laugh? Because I'm not going anywhere, that's for sure. And, you know, the one thing is I started out from zero. This was zero. This is 1,068 subscribers right now. It's so small, right? But it's something to be proud of. And, you know, it's like happening. Like, so when people... That's why I didn't want to surround myself around and put it in everybody's face when I was at like that 200 to 300. And you know what I mean, to try to get more subscribers from people I know, because I knew all it was going to do was make me doubt myself even more, because when people weren't subscribing that I know, you know, personally. So that's why I was just like, you know what, screw it. If what I talk about is relevant to their lives and they want to, you know, or whatever, they're going to land on my videos anyway. And that's just how I thought about it. And that's it, guys. I got to go back to work. I will catch you in the next one. Have a great rest of your Monday, and because it is Monday, and I know a lot of you are probably at work right now and hustling and getting that money. But that guy is running really weird. He's like hop running. He's probably got bad knees. But anyways, I gotta go. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace. Like, share, subscribe.